It was the year of the moon landing, Woodstock, and Marty King got his driver's licence. But a lot has changed since 1969. Can our intrepid reporter pass today's driving test?
Good morning, Martin.
Morning, Kathy. How are you?
Good. Can I see your licence, please?
Haven't failed already, have I?
No. It's a requirement that I see all my driver's licence. Let's drive.
And so it begins.
You ready?
Let's go.
Hang on to your teeth.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's take a left.
Oh, gee, your brakes are sensitive.
Yes, they are.
Don't hit the pedestrian. Yes. First rule of driving.
That's good.
50 years of driving experience put to the test.
Yep. Very glary, isn't it?
It is.
So what have you learned, old fella, since you waltzed out of that testing station nigh on half a century ago with your licence to thrill? With all that freedom.
My father used to say to me, treat everybody on the road like they're an idiot.
It's good advice. It's good advice. And you just crossed the solid line there.
What did I do?
Crossed the white solid line.
What does that mean?
You're not meant to cross the solid line.
I indicated.
Yeah. Those solid lines are to stop people making decisions at the last minute and causing accidents in the middle of the intersection.
Done a few things wrong, haven't I?
See, you thought you knew it all.
I'm not doing well, am I?
If you do that on a test, you're going to fail if you cross a solid line.
But really, how hard can it be? I've been driving since before I can remember. I've driven around the world, so please, 182,000 days of experience behind the wheel? I can do this.
So I've got no hands on the wheel now at the lights, but that's okay, yeah? Oh. Aggression!
Don't waste a green arrow. They're precious.
I know. How frustrating is that?
I know.
There's a point to this. Older drivers face constant calls for retraining, relicensing, refreshment courses, or losing their licences altogether. The question is, are older drivers, including the quite elderly, any worse than the rest of us? And that includes me.
No indication, cutting off. All of a sudden they just seem to do things out of the blue that just can get very annoying.
Travelling at speed, the 72-year-old man's hatchback mounted a curb.
You mean like this?
Maybe refresher courses, just to keep them up to date, how to do things on the road.
Or off-road.
There should be a certain limit, certain age to stop driving. As soon as you hit 60, I reckon you should stop.
Mate, I'm 67.
You should.
You're telling me you're telling me I can't drive home?
No, you can't drive.
Well, what am I going to do?
There's a train station down the road.
But what's that? This bloke's got to be kidding me. Are you serious?
Yep.
Well, as soon as you turn 60?
Yep, 60.
We don't take risks. Don't take as many risks. We can't afford to. Our licence is precious. No, I think...
Ross got his licence 72 years ago. This was his first chariot.
Away we go.
Let's go.
You nervous, are you, Martin? Driving with a 90-year-old driver?
You're 90? Yeah, I'm nervous. No, not really. How old are you?
22.
What sort of driver are you?
He's all right. You read off one car?
You've written off a car already?
Yeah.
You've written off
So you've had an accident, you've written a car off?
Yeah.
You're 22?
Yeah.
Okay, how's your position on the road there now?
It's pretty
Marty?
good, I think, isn't
Pretty
it?
good, okay. How do you know it is? What do you do to check it? Because you were right the way over on the bicycle lane.
I'm a nervous wreck. Seriously.
Like this elderly driver in Adelaide just last Friday, plunging his car 2 levels from a car park. He survived. Or this 94-year-old in California doing 60 Ks through a car wash. He survived too.
I've never had an accident, but
That's good.
I've caused a few.
These days our roads are different. The rules are different. There's too many cars and far too many distractions. My driving instructor is Kathy, and already I've driven her to distraction.
I could not know what's happening around me. Don't even think about it.
So I suppose checking my shares is out of the question.
Yeah, pretty much.
Technology may save lives, but it costs lives too. Distractions are deadly.
There was no head check for your cyclist.
This is getting stressful.
Even though we've pulled over, it rams home the point. The phone that's our social lifeline could cost a life.
Is it you or me?
It's you again.
I'm not going near it.
I'm glad to hear it.
I should blame the young bucks who go running into trees, going on the wrong side of the road on drugs and racing and hooning. They're the ones that should target, not the old people. Am I right?
Driving isn't as easy as it used to be, you know?
No, it's so much more congested than it's ever been, right? To add to that, you've got a lot of overseas people who don't know what the rules are in Melbourne.
I'm happy to go to any sort of a test that they might give me to have a refresher, but as long as I can keep it, I'll be happy.
What are you thinking so far of my performance?
If you're my student and you're getting ready for a test, I think you need to engage in a lot more lessons, because I think it would be a fail. There's been a few points so far that would result in a fail.
You serious?
Yeah.
There's a train station down the road.
So if I was going for my licence now with it officially, with my performance today, what would happen?
I'm sorry to tell you, Marty, but that would be an instant fail. There was enough things in there that would result in a fail. Surprising, isn't it?
Quite a year, 1969. We had Woodstock. Man walked on the moon, and a cocky kid from Melbourne got the right to drive.
You are a good driver, but there's always skills that we can brush up on, and certainly older people. It's been a long time since they've been tested. Things have changed out there.
You got the car keys?
No, you've got the car keys.
No, I gave them to you.
No, they're in the car. You said you were wiser. What's happening?
Maybe I'm not. I'm confused.
Failed, Marty. Try harder.